Hi, and welcome to Voices of Healing and Justice. I'm Dr. Anissa McNeil, and today we're going to talk about what happens when something hurts you so deeply that you don't know how to explain it, not because you don't have anything to say, but because the pain is bigger than words. Have you ever had something hurt you so deeply, emotionally, that you become overwhelmed and you can't explain it? You can't defend yourself. You can't even talk about it. You find yourself saying, I have no words. When this happens to you, sometimes we become silent because we don't know what to say. Sometimes we become silent because I can't explain it. Sometimes we become silent when the pain is so overwhelming and we need more time to process what just happened. Some wounds don't make you cry. Some wounds make you quiet. Let's get into it. What happens when we have no words? When you become so hurt that you're silent. We want to talk about these 5 instances that make individuals become silent when they are hurt. The first one is you struggle to explain what happened. Number 2 is you want to avoid a conversation. You just have no words to say. You also become silent when you feel numb, when your emotions, when the hurt is so deep that your response is to become silent. The fourth thing is you just keep saying, I'm fine, I'm fine. We put on that smile. We go outside. We say, I'm fine. How are you doing, Dr. McNeil? I'm fine. We put on that mask every day and we cover that mask with this beautiful smile and our great 2-word response. I'm fine, and you're not. The last thing, the 5th thing, is that you withdraw from people that you normally trust. You normally talk to 1, 2, and 3, and you find yourself just withdrawing. Like, I have nothing to say here. If that happens to you, silence can be a response from being overwhelmed. It's not necessarily that you have a lack of something to say or that you've lost your word. It's just that you're overwhelmed. And so you could have those 5 responses. So now let's get into this. Why can't I find the words to say? There are 5 things. Where do I begin? That's number 1. You may be asking yourself, where do I begin? The second thing, how do I explain something that still hurts me? How do I put words to this deep hurt? And are your words sufficient enough to explain this deep hurt? Number 3, will anyone believe me? And better yet, will anyone understand just how deeply this hurt me? The 4th thing is, what's the point of talking about it? What does talking solve? What does it help with? Maybe you find yourself in a community of people where you're sharing your feelings and nothing really happens. Thank you so much for sharing, but nothing really happens. And so you become silent when you think that your words fall on deaf ears. You also become silent when you don't want things to fall apart. If I start talking, everything is going to fall apart. So you stay silent. Something hurts you deeply. You don't want to start talking. You don't want to disrupt the flow, so you stay silent and you hurt alone. Sometimes you are not silenced because you have nothing to say. You are silent because you have too much to say. Have you thought about that? So let's get into what is the danger of staying silent forever. Silence can be a protection mechanism, temporarily, snapshot. You can temporarily protect yourself by being silent. But if silence is able to last forever, what did you cost yourself? What's the danger? Well, there's 5 things. Let's talk about them. Number 1, you carry this pain alone. And you all have heard that before, that disease is dis-ease in your body. So I want you to just keep that in mind, that this dis-ease in your body that you're carrying all alone can lead to disease in your body. Okay? Number 2, you keep pushing people away. There's something you don't want to talk about, so you Keep pushing people away until you find yourself on this little island with only one or two people. That isolation, that loneliness, that hollowness in your house, in your home, in your community. Okay. Number three, pretend everything is okay. Hey, how you doing? Fine. We're all good over here. And everything is not all good over here. But you're too afraid to share. So you wear the mask. Number four, you become disconnected emotionally. Some people say fake it till you make it, until your life becomes faking it. I've lived enough seasons in my life that I know people that when I interact with them, I know 90% of my interaction with them is going to be fake. They don't tap into their real emotions ever. You're going to get whatever this masquerade that they're playing on the outside, that's what you're going to get when you interact with them. Okay, the last one, number five, you believe you can handle everything by yourself. You believe your shoulders, I got broad shoulders. I can carry this weight. Shoulders aren't meant to carry weight. Shoulders are just meant to be a connection for your arm. They're not meant to carry this weight. So whatever weight you have put on yourself, we want to find a way to release that weight. So then your shoulders could just be a connection to your arm. It's important that you don't feel this pressure to tell everyone your whole story. Sometimes we're silent. The danger in being silent is that we feel like we're under this threat to tell everybody the whole story. You don't have to tell the whole story. Healing doesn't require that you have a public disclosure. Healing requires that you find one safe person. You have one honest conversation, or you simply admit to yourself that it hurt me. This really hurt. And no, I don't have words for people. No, I don't have words for the community, but I need to tell myself that this really hurt me. So I'm not carrying this weight on my shoulder. I'm not carrying this burden all alone. I am disrupting this dis-ease in my body so that it doesn't develop into disease. We can do that. We can do that for ourselves, and we can do that for each other. So, how do we find our voice again? I want you to do these 5 things to help find your voice again. 1, write it before you say it. And I know some of you are like, Dr. McNeil, I don't want to write something down. I don't want anyone to find it. Okay, I want you to take a piece of paper. I want you to write it down, and then I want you to shred the paper. Tear the paper up, burn the paper. But it's important that you write it down, that we have a release to get this out. I want you to start with one sentence. I was hurt when this happened to me. This made me hurt. Then I want you to start with one sentence. This hurt me. It hurt me bad. I want you to stop. Number 3, stop forcing yourself to explain everything to everybody. You don't have to explain. No. One is due an explanation. All you must say is, this thing hurt me. And find one safe person. Not everybody, okay? So that should help relieve some of that burden on your shoulder. You don't have to explain this to anyone. And after you find that one safe person, number 5 is give yourself permission to feel before you try to explain. So you may tell that one safe person, this hurt me. And they may ask you, can you tell me more? Can you tell me more? Your answer is going to be, I need more time. Or, I've had enough time. I can tell you this. But you are not in a rush to explain anything to anyone. And I hope that helps you take this weight, take this pressure, take this backpack of carrying this weight all by yourself. Take that backpack off. Take that weight off your shoulders, okay? So, in closing, I want you to know this. How do you find your voice again? Know that you don't have to tell the whole story today. You can take that backpack off. You can take that weight off your shoulders. Sometimes healing begins with finding just one word for what you feel. One word, one safe person. That's all. And that one safe person can be yourself. You can tell it to yourself. Okay? Now, in closing, I want to say to you, maybe you've been telling yourself, I have no word, but maybe the words aren't gone. Maybe the words are buried underneath this hurt. Then if that's you, you don't have to rush your voice. You don't have to explain your pain to everyone. But don't let what happened convince you that you will never speak again. Your silence may have helped protect you for a while, but eventually you need to find your voice and find yourself and relieve this pain. Thank you so much for joining us today on Voices of Healing and Justice. I'm Dr. McNeil.